Hello! I shouldn't be too loud. How's it going, everybody? Weird day. Hey, Mystic. Ugh, I've eaten. My bottle is full. So I can hydrate. Also, there is now a hydrate channel buying thing, because a channel points thing. But let's get down to business. We have a game to finish. Still trying to get in the headspace. Haven't had a lot happen today. Just been kind of milling about. Yeah, I guess it is a Sunday. I'm starting to wonder if I'm just going to make streaming a daily thing now. I could do it 3 or 4 times a week, but I'm really starting to think that I either do it every day or I don't do it at all, you know? And it's a nice thing to have as routine, I guess, but I don't know if that's too much, right? There's a fine balance to be struck with, the streaming schedule. Well, that's the thing. Consistency is important. From my research, 3 to 4 times a week is like the magic sweet spot for streaming, and the best time of day is apparently midnight to 8 in the morning. But I'm not going to do that to myself. So I've been streaming later in the evening when people are off work. But I worry if you stream too much, people won't want to come. And I've also been told that apparently streaming too long is also a thing that loses people, because not everyone has the energy to watch a stream that's very long, I guess. I don't know. Looks like the game's about to load us in. Contacted my friend who made the assets for the stream, so like the setting up screen and the BRB screens, with the intent of getting some more assets done, specifically some animated Twitch alerts, as well as another screen for when I stream D&D on the rare occasions that I do. That's just going to be up there as a placeholder for any actual visuals, and maybe a little box that'll have, like, the basic description of whatever the game is supposed to be about for people coming in. I'm not here trying to do critical role levels of, like, quality stuff. It's just so that there's something on the screen instead of just, like, some, like, cobbled together, like, stock photos and crap that I normally do. One moment. Okay. I'm also hoping that by increasing the quality of the stream and both like because we're also getting emotes, by the way. You should know that by now, Mystic. You suggested one, but oh, that's right. I have that thing. But having everything set up, having an actual schedule that I consistently follow, and also I want to test something. I don't know if this is true, but we'll test this while we're talking. But having everything look professionally done and having things be consistent is likely to keep people's attention. Alright, so what happens if I do this? Ah, I see, but what if? What if? We don't have any. Hold on. Dagnabbit. I have a cunning plan. Is this made of, it is made of wiring kit, but we kind of need that. There is an ion battery in that one. That's what we do. Okay, I've got a sneaky plan. I don't know if it'll work, but I want to try. We're gonna try and see if maybe using this half-used ion cube to make a battery will refill its charge. Okay, so now we put the other one away. It's a lot of extra work, but just a test. I've cheated the system. You thought you were clever, Unknown Worlds, but I'm smarter than you. I just broken the laws of thermodynamics. We now have infinite power, everybody. Nobody tell the devs. Shh. No one tell the devs. Fucking incredible. Okay. I can't fucking, like, actually, honestly, no, this game is glitchy as fuck. I'm completely surprised, not surprised at all. Like, I would have been surprised if it didn't work. That would have implied that they actually thought ahead. And, countered, like, and prepared for such an eventuality. So now we know. We use 2 charges, then we deconstruct the tool, and build a battery out of the half-used ion cube. And then deconstruct the battery. Problem solved. Who needs to worry about finite resources when you can make them infinite? I'm the next Elon Musk. Except I'm actually likable as a person. That was... I don't know why it took me a second to laugh at my own stupid joke. My own stupid-ass joke. Alright. It's time. Wait. Where's the sea truck? Oh, thank God. Okay. So just to double check, we've got... That's why he launched that car into space. It was to hide his secret. Okay. We got a little storage locker. We've got food. We have a fabricator. We should grab the... We should make another... Because I actually realized that this is a good way to optimize our storage. We are going to grab and make one more quantum storage, quantum locker. Oh man, we needed wiring kit. We don't have any more silver. Is there anything that I could potassiumly? I can't even... Potentially. I had 2 bananas today. Maybe that's why it's on my brain. So... Let's see if we can maybe potentially disassemble something lying around that we don't necessarily need. I can't remember what uses wiring kits. We don't have any silver, and I don't want to go looking for silver. Ah, fuck it. Alright. Advanced wiring kit is a computer chip, which is gold, copper wire, and table coral, and then a regular wiring kit. What we'll do is we'll make it on the ship. Making a quantum locker will give us extra storage space because the locker only takes up 4, but it has like 16 slots, so that's extra storage. Like, making more than one, my brain almost thought about making more than one until I remembered that the inventory is shared, so only one is fine. What else did it need? It needed titanium, right? 2 titanium. Yeah, we will grab, I also realized something else. I do want to make a sleeper car. Because apparently it also comes with a jukebox and a picture frame. So, being able to listen to sick tunes while while we're deep sea trucking seems like a good use of our time. Plasteel, fiber mesh, and lead. Okay, fine. How much fiber mesh now? 2. We'll also need lithium. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's made with lithium that we could potentially deconstruct. Screw it. It's just gonna be faster to go looking for it. Still wish we had a speed boost for the Sea Glide. I don't like the oxygen tank speed boost because it puts you at risk. I wouldn't argue against having one for the Sea Glide with the cost of it being extra battery power. You know? Oh, I don't want titanium. We don't need it. Some of these noises, man. I'm playing the game for hours on end and you still don't really get used to the sounds. There don't seem to be any of those outcrops down here. That's a shame. There's gold outcrops, but I don't need any of that. Whoop. Outsmarted. Outplayed. Aha. I got some silver for my trouble. That crash fish thought he was clever, thought he had me dead to rights. He didn't have shit. That maneuver did not work in Subnautica 1, by the way. They had a very tight turning radius. I wonder if they deliberately changed that. I also like that they take a little bit longer to aggro. So you actually have time to respond to their warning cries before they just fucking go after you. In Subnautica 1, they were landmines. In this game, they are guided. They are, I don't know. Landmines, I don't really know where my analogy was going, and I think I kind of lost it along the way, but that's alright. It's the lithium we needed. Don't sass me. I think today is going to be a kind of chill stream. At least for now, while I get my energy up. What? Oh, gimme. It didn't make sense that they exploded so fast in the first game. Then again, I also still think that a sea creature that... or really any creature... that explodes itself... as a form of supposed self-defense... should not have been able to, like, exist for this long. Kind of hard to pass your genes on to the next, like, member of your species if you're dead, you know? If that, like, hypothetically speaking, if there were critters in real life, like, not plants, because there are plants that do that to some degree, but if there were, like, actual animals in real life that exploded on death, or that exploded to, like, defend themselves like that, they wouldn't exist anymore. Because the ones that didn't explode, the mutations, would have been the ones that would survive and pass their genes on to the next one in their whole species. I could have taken the sea truck, but whatever. Hand itches. There you go. Where am I? This leads to Twisty Bridges, right? Twisty Bridges? How did I somehow manage to miss the Twisty Bridges? Also, I need to remember these guys provide oxygen too. Oh my god, that's very funny. You could catch them, but they might not. You might not always be able to keep them in your hand. They'll slip away. Ah, Twisty Bridges. Hold on, let's get some oxygen. So we needed 3 lead to make the sleeper car. Got 1. This sassy little boy is getting me grumpy. Better leave me alone. Thank you. There we go. 2. Dang it, you couldn't give me a triple, could you? You had to rob me of that. That's quartz. Who cares? Aha! Gimme lead. Wow, he's very determined. Okay. There's the 3rd piece of lead we needed. God, why does my fucking hand itch so much today? Weird. Alright. We got the silver we need for the wiring kit. We've got the 3 lead that we needed for the sleeper module. And we got the 2 lithium we need to make the plasteel ingot. Now, where are we? There we go. That way. Honestly, I still think that the Twisty Bridge is one of my favorite biomes in this game. It's a shame it didn't make it into the first game, if I'm honest. There's plans to have an entire... This Arctic area was planned for the first game until they cut it and made it its own location. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Add-on content for the first game, and then it just decided to make it its own game. The game, by the way, still has not explained to me how Marguerite survived the Carabacterium. I know there was a cure here, an antibacterium, but I think the amount of time she spent trying to survive on that Reaper would have been enough time for her to die, considering the other guys died quite quickly. I'm thinking that at this point that we might have ourselves a plot hole.
Hollow chamber in iceberg interior detected.
Yes, I see that. Is this important? What is this? Oh. Okay. We've been built under this whole time? Oh, is this the fucking... the weird alien like this game's cute fish that I just never ended up finding until now? I forgot what they were called. They were like, try something or other. Oh. Can I get out, please? Really? Okay, thank you. That took like a million years. Oh. Oh, cool. This iceberg has diamonds. And gold. Weird. Okay. So you said I passed by some eggs. This, I'm assuming. To think we built our base right underneath this. In fact, I sleep directly underneath it. Well, I only need one. Is it is it that special critter that I mentioned? Or is it just a random sea creature? Okay, so those are just Titan Holefish. All right. All right, time to make some more salads. Probably should have put a fabricator in here upon reflection. Yeah, the tri-valve, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I remember them being in the spires, but we could never find them because the area is a bit too hazardous. Wandered around there too much, and it's just too easy to get lost and accidentally exit the biome and fall into the void. So I just kind of gave up on trying to find them. Or really find anything out there. I'm so surprised that the salads don't have like they don't decompose. I'm not going to complain, and I hope they don't change that. I like there being a source of food that I don't have to worry about babysitting. That I could just have on my person as emergency rations. Okay. Do I really not have enough space for this? Alright, yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah, I remember seeing a brief clip of them. They seem very, very cool. What? Is this still not got enough room? Okay, yeah, thank you. Game, yelling at me. Saying I don't have enough room. Liar. Okay. You'll have to oh. Never mind. It turns out we did not deconstruct our, mobile vehicle bay. We left it up here and forgot to grab it again. Or maybe we did. I can't remember anything anymore. This is also facing the wrong way if I want to construct anything. Give me that sleeper car. Is that gonna land safely in the water?
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Noted. Wow, it lets you sleep even when it's unpowered? Wow. Guess I'll sleep. I like that. That's kind of cool. Looks like they learned their lesson from the first game and allow you to have whatever you call it, like have pets of any kind, regardless of size. So what I think we should do is we are going to take this to the border of the crystal biome, and then we're going to reconfigure it to only take the teleporter, the truck, and the docking module. Maybe we'll bring that one as well, but we're only bringing the bare essentials. So that we can maneuver quickly and escape the shadow. I mean, you saw how big the eggs for the ghost leviathans were in Subnautica 1. I sincerely doubt that you could store or hatch. Oh, we can take a picture. How do you take pictures again? F11. Okay. The perfect picture. Now I can be always reminded of these stupid pests no matter where I go. Always watching, always waiting, always ready to destroy your things. Okay, teleporter. Storage container. Including that. Now we just need to put away everything else we don't need.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Every battery is charged. We're gonna bring backup power cells just in case. Maybe that as well. You never know. There might be tiny little alcoves down there you can use it in. You don't know. You can't prove otherwise. What do you think? You're smart? You think you're smarter than me? Oh, there's already ion cubes in there. Screw it. Just clip right through that door. Who cares about physics? You've got an alien in your brain. Physics don't mean shit to you, Robin. fact, we're gonna hold on to the cubes, and we're gonna put that away. Honestly, I don't know why I bring the knife with me everywhere when I almost never use it. Caution. Consult manual for instruction to engage. But yeah, that makes sense to me. Oh my god, the damage that this truck has suffered. Okay, let's drive 5 feet away and fix that, because I didn't even realize. Alright. We want this thing in tip-top condition before we go anywhere with it. 68! Also, apparently I missed something, and we need to grab it. Which actually reminds me, I need to look it up so that we can be prepared in advance. Because there's been something I had been wondering about this whole game, and it turns out that it's just that I completely overlooked it way sooner than I should have. Power cell, 2 rubies, polyaniline, and a computer chip. I doubt how useful it will be, but it'll be nice to have nonetheless. Polyaniline, how do you make you again? Gold and hydrochloric acid, easy. Hydrochloric acid takes the cotton spores, I believe, and salt, which we have more than enough of. I do not have a door leading outside over there anymore because I uninstalled it. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, I only needed 1, but we'll make 2 anyway. Oh wait. Yeah, no, we'll make 2 anyway. I don't know why I'm always so tempted to be like, ooh, super secret, can't tell you. Does this require a computer chip? Ah, perfect. So, computer chip, 2 rubies, a power cell, and polyaniline. Got it. That's everything. And you make it... Yes, okay. So, I don't know why I'm being so secretive. The defensive shield, the electrical field that you use to deter predators. This thing isn't fully charged. The electrical field that you use to deter predators that you used for the sea moth in the first game, it's in Marguerite's base, in the sea base, and somehow while we were there, we just completely missed it. Somehow, don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. I'm not tired enough to sleep. Ugh. I have paid for my hubris. How long are you gonna take to charge? Like 5 minutes. Nah. It's not 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe not that long. Why do I have a second scanner? Oh, that's right. I found the other one at the dig site. Or whatever. Can I sleep now? What if I run around a bunch? Can I sleep now? No? Fellas, you having a good time in there? You like my cool teleportation device? Isn't it neat? What do you think, Crypto? Huh? No? Wiggles? Yeah, fine. Y'all are plebeians. Almost done. Everyone's a critic. Yeah, exactly. I love that it lets me deconstruct my salad. You know? I don't know, the phrase deconstruct a salad is very funny to me. Oops, hold on, that's not completely charged. Now it is. Yeah, that's right. You don't like it? Well, you could go and deconstruct a salad. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, deconstruct a salad and he just chucks it. There you go, speedrun complete. World record for salad deconstruction. Okay. Okay, the third car is also damaged. Every single time I think I'm ready to go, something else holds me up. You. Be fixed. There. Now, what happens if I try to teleport into the sea truck from inside the sea truck? I mean, the logical answer is exactly what you would expect. You teleport into the sea truck. But what if it's like stuffing a bag of holding inside another bag of holding kind of situation? You know? Where you just like you implode and you open like a portal into deep space. I can do that too. So could everyone else on the internet circa 2011. You aren't special. Talk about cringe. Get with the times, man. Am I funny yet? Maybe I should dab. Oh, that should have been an emote. I'm okay. I got so excited about the prospect of a dabbing emote that I choked on my own spit. Some people think dabbing is bad and like cringe. I think dabbing is hilarious. Dabbing is so funny to me. Like, I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it originated. I mean, that's the same statement twice. But dabbing's funny. Okay? Dabbing's just very funny. Okay, so we are heading back to Marguerite's place to get what we are owed. I'm wondering if we can wedge our truck down there. I don't think we can. Like last time we tried, we got stuck. We have 4 cars. I think there's too many here. I also learned something else, actually, and we should look for that while we're here. I'm trying to think of which I should go for first. I can't remember. Where in this biome is the mercury? You'd think for such a giant ship that I wouldn't lose track of it, but it's surprisingly easy to do that. It all does look the same, yeah. Normally that'd be a criticism of a... Hi! You're eating something else. That's cool. And everything. I'm going this way. Don't jump scare me again like you did yesterday. It's illegal and I will be calling the video game police. Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land. Don't you understand? Ocean man. Hello, glow whale. Nope, that's... Because we missed a... Aha! Now, is this the front end or the back end? It looks to be the back end. We want the front. So I was just kind of poking around on the wiki. I wasn't looking up any spoiler stuff, just like missing recipes we didn't find. Because I think the big spoiler recipe was mainly the teleporter. And we got that. Apparently, we missed the reinforced diving suit. The front half has to be, like, ahead of it, right? Like, no? What? What's the front? But apparently the reinforced diving suit is inside... Oh, wait, no, this is it. Yeah, because I remember one of the pieces were being held aloft. There it is. It's in the bridge. It's right there in the bridge of the ship, and we just overlooked it completely. I don't know how we managed to do that, but we did. There was also another recipe in here, I think, that I overlooked. It was either the bridge or the sleeping area. But either way, let's take a little peeksy peek, huh? Let's look around. This is one of the sleeper rooms. This is the other. Is there more than one? For such a big ship, you'd think there'd be more places to sleep. Maybe it was the bridge. Maybe we found the thing in the sleepy cabin already. Whoa, that was jarring. Okay. Unless the wiki lied to me, it should be up here or in here somewhere. It is very quiet in here, yeah. You'd think this thing being here so long, there'd be more like wildlife inside it too, you know? This is the front half. The other end had the boosters on it. This one has the bridge with the window to see out into space so you don't crash into all the space things that are in space. You know. Like the rocks and stuff, and the planets and the stars. They're a lot closer together than you think they are. Fun fact. You'll just be zooming along in space and then wham! You've just immolated yourself into nuclear fire. Because you slapped right into some kind of star. Or maybe you got eaten by a space whale. I don't know. Weird. Ooh. Oh, this is a room we weren't in before. A wiring kit. Aw, man. Man, you knew what I wanted for my birthday. Thank you, dead crew of the Mercury. I'm sure your family will rest assured knowing that your death made my life just a little bit easier. Very considerate of you. No, I do not want a rotten Chinese potato. Thanks, though. You see, my lack of consideration for the dead is actually an endearing character trait. It's funny. Because it's really callous. And that lump right there looked like a woman's head for a moment. I don't know why. I just looked over here and thought I just saw like a... Like, you see it, right? Like, there's like a... Like, that little crease is like one long closed eye. I mean, it's an alien woman's head, but it startled me. That's the point I was trying to make. I'm not crazy. You can't prove it. Did we perhaps, like, grab it and I just didn't notice? I feel like I would have noticed. Then again, that was a few streams ago. Maybe I just forgot. Nope. That's the phenomenon where you see faces and things, right? Like, that's like the human, like, a phenomenon. Yeah. It is kind of wild. I love the people writing, like, horror fiction talking about, like, why do we have the uncanny valley? Was there at some point in humans' history where we had to be cautious and afraid of something that looked almost human, but not quite, and it just doesn't exist anymore? And obviously, like, the logical, realistic reason is corpses, because corpses are, like, harbingers for disease and filth, and they can get you sick and kill you, and they're also a sign that things nearby are dangerous. But, I like the horror one better, because it's intriguing, and it's nice, like, horror fuel. Don't fuck with the Fae folk, exactly. Exactly. We're all on the same page there. Okay, I'm gonna look this up, because I'm a little baffled. I went to look at the I went to look this up, and what happened is that I saw my friend send me a link, and they're just saying in all caps. They sent me a link of like a cute axolotl plush on DeviantArt. It's that's very sweet. All right, let's figure this out, huh? All right, reinforced diving suit, Subnautica, below zero. Why did you open this up in Wikipedia? That was a very weird thing for you to do, Google. It is found in the sleeping quarters in the bow section of the Mercury 2. Yeah, in the bow, in the front half. So it was in the sleeping quarters. I looked in there. There wasn't. It wasn't there. How did we miss that? One of the dormitories contains what we're looking for. That's so weird that we didn't see it. Well, actually, you know what? Considering how much oxygen we had left when we got out of this thing, I'm just going to bring this back down there. I know exactly where the sleeping quarters are. Sorry, fish. I've got my own agenda, and it doesn't involve being eco-friendly today. Alright. Listen, my eco-friendliness quota was filled when I destroyed the bacterium. Okay, so it's down here. There's probably more dormitories I missed. Oh my god. Wait, there's a PDA. Captain Badass Diana.
Someone should pay me more to lead these missions. I saved the whole damn crew from destruction. Mercury 2 was nearly obliterated by an immensely powerful energy beam. I don't know any weapon system with that level of capability.
Wow, there's the missing piece.
The power source to get that kind of range must be, well, otherworldly. We got lucky. The energy signature is similar to some of the weaponry meant to counter pirates on mining freighters. The refraction of the beam across the atmosphere? Orion's belt. It looked like the Northern Lights. Such power. I fired the emergency flares and dumped water from the nuclear core. I think the heat signature confused the weapons tracking for just an instant. I managed a slight evasive maneuver, and I felt the Mercury get rocked by the sonic boom as the nuclear runoff rapidly evaporated. That alone could have taken us out. Definitely asking for a pay raise.
Oh.
This is not what I signed up for. My days of risky missions should be behind me. But what the hell? I still got it. Even if it was luck. Hopefully, whatever didn't want us on the planet doesn't mind when we leave.
Well, I don't know about that one, sister. Anyway, I'm gonna drink some water. And you know what? Let's drink some water in real life. Let's not overhydrate, but... Let's see here. So, we got the reinforced diving suit, and we found, this clarified that they got shot down. Like, how did they land on the planet in the first place if there is the quarantine enforcement platform, but they dodged it. So they were able to get to the planet without getting shot, but they did effectively get blasted out of the sky on the way out. Yeah. So that was the one, because we only found out they got shot at when we listened to her dialogue about, you know, but when they were getting ready to leave because of the lost life and stuff. That is how we found that out. Yeah. Alright. Marguerite! Hope you don't mind me barging into your place one more time. I promise you will get peace and quiet from both me and Altera very soon. Hello, Squid Shark. See, he heard me. He said hi back. You can't prove he didn't say hi. It's like Schrodinger's cat. Until that squid shark were to attack me, you cannot prove whether you're friendly or hostile. That's how that works, right? I'm very smart. I know a lot about quantum physics. I've been EMP'd. Very cool. Awesome. Goodbye. Weird that it's the squid sharks that do the EMP attack. Pilot's last known position. Did we land on it? My brain is like not working at 100% capacity. Aha! Alright, let's see if we can squeeze down there, huh? The answer is probably no. We can't. But we're gonna try. Worst case scenario, we slip down there with just the parts we need. Nah. Yes. I'm smart and clever. And this isn't the way down. Oops. Hello, sea monkey. Or is it? Is this the way down? It is not. I'm just very stupid. Okay. Never mind. No, I'm still smart and clever. You can't prove otherwise. I did that on purpose. I found the Mercury 2 again. Okay. Moving on.
I am picking up the signature of an important item belonging to my people. I will share its location.
Okay.
Okay.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
That's... That is not where we were going. Screw it. Which means we might as well just go down there in the fucking Sea Glide. Because that is definitely not in a crystal cave. Oh, hi, research. We got EMP'd by a angry fish. It sabotaged my vehicle. Temporarily, of course. On the bright side, we'll have our electrical attack that we can use to defend ourselves. I mean, we're on an alien planet. Yes. Alright, Margarita. Sorry for barging in on you yet again. Uninvited, as always. But I'm armed. You gonna say you again? How you doing? I wish I could talk to her again. Hi, Preston. Did I seriously, like, overlook this module? Where is it? It's supposed to be in this room with the Reaper skull. don't see anything that I could have missed. You sure about that, Wikipedia? Yes, they're very sure. There it is.
Energy acquired.
Hold on a minute. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy, Preston? You are. Also, I just realized that the blue spots were not their eyes. Anyway, see you later, Preston. And Marguerite. Goodbye. I'll close the door. Thanks for your free shit. See you later. Wish I could steal her prawn suit. Preston, the friendly neighborhood, snow stalker. That upgrade's really easy to overlook. It blends in with all the other junk that she has lying around on the floor. Well, if we're lucky, this will be the last artifact we need to find. And then, but that's the thing. Do we need to find that one? Do we need to go to that one? Because, he already mentioned the Crystal Cave. I'm thinking I'm kind of done faffing around. We prepped to go to the cave with the giant scary shadow leviathan, and that's where we're gonna go. Alan, you will not distract me with extraneous bullshit. Because I guarantee you, upon looking at that, and where it is, it's... Well, I was gonna say that it's the, it was the satellite, but the satellite would be over there. That's back in the spires. Well, I do want the lore, but that's like all the way back the way we came from, and I'm like, I can't be fucking bothered, you know? If we really have to go back home, we'll do it later. I also just realized I'm a dummy. Save game? Okay. There. So now, if someone wants to fuck with me, I have a zappy attack. Excuse me, sea monkey. Beep beep. Wait. Is this the way I came from? Come on. Am I somehow managing to lose track that fast after, Yeah, apparently I'm that stupid. Is that yeah, that's a solid object. Okay. This thing's made of tissue paper, dude. Then again, I guess it's, at least I can say it's sturdier than the sea moth ever was. Aha, this way. Excelente! I say as I run into a wall. I just love the visual of me coming down here. And then, hold on, actually. There you go. I just love the visual of me coming down here, pulling up right above her room, and being like, beep, beep! Hi, Marguerite! Hi, Marguerite! Hi! You like my cool sea truck? Hi! I'm just like, oh my god, go away! Yeah, like, she's like, go the fuck away before I kill you. I love how the sea... oh, wait, never mind. I was gonna say, I love how the sea truck went through just fine. But everything else got, like, badly damaged. So it turns out we brought this stuff for nothing. But, screw it. Just so that we can get the items out of our pockets and free up some space. There. Okay. Everyone ready to die? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to decide if it'd be better to bring the sleeper car. Actually, you know what? No, the sleeper car has no use down here. It's too dark. There's no way to tell what time of day it is, so it literally doesn't matter. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave the sleeper car over here, and we're gonna simply bring the, in fact, I'm almost tempted. I don't know. Because I'm trying to see the use of the teleportation module if we can't really survive that long down here without a source of oxygen, because the oxygen plants aren't down here. I'm wondering if it's better to just bring the sea truck and the prawn suit, or, in fact, I think the best option might be to leave the fucking sea truck here and just take the prawn suit. To the seaport? What's the seaport? I'm confused. Oh, okay. So leave the sea truck. Bring the prawn suit and leave the sea truck, basically. That's my understanding, right? Alright. Well, we don't need the drill arm. At least not right now. Okay. I'm gonna save again, even though I literally just saved. Let's go. Adios, quadrupede. I'm gonna go get eaten by sea life. What's the worst that could happen? Ooh, kyanite. In fact, I'm surprised it doesn't let you, Yeah, perfect. Okay. Surprised it doesn't let you deposit stuff with the propulsion arm. This crevice is safe, right? No, it's not! Joke's on you, sucker! I'm more maneuverable than you! Get fucked! You can't catch me! I'm too slippery! I'm gonna assume it's still chasing me! Hello, Rock Puncher. Fancy seeing you down here. This doesn't seem like a good place to live. Well, yeah, that's fair. Whoa, okay. There are a lot of resource nodes down here. But that's kyanite. I want that. Gimme. I'm assuming the same rules still apply. Won't get 100% anything from every single breakage, right? I probably don't even need it, honestly, but I'm just like a hoarder. No, it's just give... Okay, I guess the rules don't apply in this game. I was operating on the assumption, Mystic, that there were no more than two. Well, at the very least, this is a safe zone, so I can think. I was kind of hoping that that was the way forward.
The crystals in this environment are confusing my senses, and yet I feel certain there is something important to them. A facility or a body component. Perhaps both. I cannot tell.
Noted, Alan. We're on the right track then, at least. Sorry, fish. Wait, no, we've gone in a circle. Which is bad, because that means that's where the love is. Wait a second. Never mind. This is definitely the way down. Whoa. Deeper into the breach we go.
There is definitely something of value nearby. It could help you build my body.
We still haven't built all the parts yet either. Well. I don't like this area. My brain sees alien tech and I feel safe. And then I realize that doesn't mean shit. Ah! Okay, I can't even take the prawn suit in here, it looks like. Is this surface? Yep. Lots of crystals. Wow. That's clearly the way we go, but what's down here? Oh. Nothing. Fancy. Okay. Wow. Hello, spider friends. Well, I mean, that was easy. Okay. What is this? It's like internal organs.
You will be able to construct bionic organs with the scanned material, both primary and secondary. Our designs provide for redundancies.
Given your current location, I think they could still be improved.
Your feedback has been noted. You have scanned all the components we need to make a storage, body.
Are you excited?
Using the chemical compounds available in your body, I am able to approximate what you might call cautious optimism.
Iron cube, kyanite, root pustule, synthetic fibers, diamonds, and polyaniline. All of this should be relatively easy to access. Bit of a concern, though. I'm sure it was just meant to be like, okay, I'm correcting myself to use your terminology. But when he corrected himself to say body instead of storage, my brain thought someone's lying about something, which I don't think is the case. But I'm always instantly paranoid. Because as long as you're cautiously, as long as you're, like, you can't always be willing to just assume that everything is fine. I was kind of expecting a bigger facility than that. That was slightly I will say it was slightly disappointing in a sense that there wasn't more down here than that. Wait. What do you mean? I thought that was it. I don't see any more ways to go. I don't know how to get any deeper. I thought this was it. Alright. I see. Well, that's unfortunate, because we have none of that shit with us. Didn't occur to me to bring it with me before coming down here. Which means we're going to have to go all the way back up. Because I'm not teleporting out of here without my prawn suit. Then again, I guess a lot of it is already down here. Wait, so down there. Or do you just mean in this biome? Gotcha. I mean, no, this is where we just were, right? Yeah, this is the same little, alcove that we found before. Wait, no, it's not. It's a different one. I think that's a rock puncher egg. Plasteel ingot. Yeah, none of this stuff down here is stuff we need anyway. If I wasn't in constant danger of getting eaten by a giant sea monster, I'd probably be a little bit more willing to, like, be thorough with my exploration. Also, that thing's aggro radius is basically insane. Wait a fucking minute! Wait a fucking minute! Can I scan these, please? Anything at all? Eclipse plant. Neat! I'm to read this in the comfort and safety of my brightly colored vehicle. Red Beryl Formation. Red Beryl is an extremely rare mineral. These crystal formations are abnormally large and suggest a very specific geochemical environment. In order for these crystals to form, the surrounding water must be rich with beryllium, the environment must be very hot, between 300 and 650 degrees Celsius, and there must be surface fractures or cavities for the distinct formations to emerge. Read that in a second. The distinctive vibrant plant is often found growing out of a green crystal outcropping that appears to be similar to jade. Okay. The architect organs are effectively a network of biocomposite and cybernetic material containing a variety of subsystems. The heart is a particularly complex centerpiece in this biological-technological hybrid. It moves blood and nutrients throughout the body to nourish and maintain the animal aspects of the alien corpus, while also functioning as the primary energy source for the cybernetic neurological system. Sensory input is processed and filtered into a dense network of incredible computational power, the architect brain. No respiration or digestive systems appear to be present, suggesting a life that is fed entirely by sustained electrical energy, and a body that can survive in environments that are otherwise extremely hostile to most life forms. In spite of its intricate design, the insistence on incorporating biological components exposes the architect body to the possibility of disease. Well, they had to pick blood red, didn't they? I'm assuming this area is probably just impossible to exist in without, like, protective equipment. Like the lava caverns in the first game, if the temperature is to be believed. That's a really tight patrol pattern. Oh yeah, it swims around in a very small space. No! Oh, that's basically no damage. I'm no longer afraid of you. Suck it. Bye. Nothing can hurt my prawn suit.
I sense the presence of a substantial facility in the area. Unable to identify.
Oh my god, there's so many! Fuck me fucking running! I didn't think I was gonna see another one that soon! Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh my god, somehow I escaped. Okay. What the fuck? Well, okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna park our ass right here. You cheeky fucker! That's cheating! What, you could see through goddamn walls? You cheating bastard! I can hear it coming behind me! Ah! God, this is the worst! I hate this! I have no idea where I'm going, man. Nope, he caught me. Or not.
Fluid intake.
Yeah, I will worry about drinking in a minute. I know I've like basically vacated my bladder and all available hydration out of my body at this point, but I'm lost. I'm lost. Everything looks the same. And there's literally no second that I can sit down and think. Because of how damn aggressive they are.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh! Oh, you're not gonna let me in? Fuck it! Screw the prod suit! Bye!
Once you have used the fabricator to build each component, we can assemble them.
And then we can transfer you out of my head?
I am anticipating it as much as you are.
Well, here's the problem, fellas. We have none of the ingredients needed to use this thing. Like, that's the
This
problem.
requires you to build each component before you can assemble the whole.
So basically, I have to leave and come all the way back. That part I don't like. That area is extremely hazardous. It's extremely confusing. I thought there was going to be more down here than that. And now I have to leave and go all the way back out, all the way back across the map, and all the way back to my sea base to gather the shit I need. And that kind of a little bit spoils the moment, I think. I don't even know if I have the energy to go back and get all the shit. We could teleport, but we'd leave the prawn suit down here. That doesn't help, though. There's a million Leviathans. Like, I might as well go back. It'll take just as long. I'll get eaten alive. So, root pustules, too. And I don't have a fabricator to make polyaniline or the plasteel ingot. Because I don't think this thing in here counts as a regular fabricator as well. It's just for the alien stuff. Yep, that's it. Without a fabricator, I can't make all the components, even if I could find all the pieces down here. I mean, can I blame myself? Maybe. Maybe. But when you spend so much time preparing, you kind of get tired of doing that. You just want to do things. Yeah, and admittedly, I'll probably enjoy this later when I'm not pissed off about the fucking wasted time. Nope.
We have gathered the necessary components to begin constructing my body.
Great. What's next? Let's get you out of my head.
First, you must find the fabrication facility. It is concealed at some depth.
Fabrication facility. So you planned on needing to make new bodies?
It is a standard medical facility.
A medical facility where you just replace your whole body when it wears out? Sounds a little beyond standard to me.
Ours was a research mission of the highest importance.
So, what were you, a scientist like me?
I am a scientist now.
So, what happened? Your team found the vaccine and then...
Please, Robin, you have the components. Find the facility and construct the body.
Okay, but don't think I don't notice you changing the topic.
Yep. That seems kind of sus, my friend. No, I deliberately teleported, I teleported out because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fabricate everything we need, and I'm just driving the truck all the way down there.
The nearby spires are substantial thermal vent structures, hospitable to coral formation.
Fuck! Bitch, let go of my fucking truck. No. Mystic, I teleported while outside of the prawn suit. I wasn't in the prawn. I left the prawn behind. I teleported while standing in the facility because I'm not going to bring the damn thing all the way back. Yeah, I know this game. It's glitchy as hell. I wouldn't be surprised if the bug that makes the water stop acting like water when you exit the fucking moon pool too fast still exists. That's still my favorite bug I've ever encountered. I was trying to climb into the moon pool and I did it too fast and I fell to the ocean floor and got to walk all the way to the Lost River. Without needing to worry about oxygen, because for all the game was concerned, I was still in my sea base. Don't know if we ever saved that as a highlight. It's a shame we didn't. It was very funny. Alright, now what crap do we need? Root pustules. We also need lithium, which I don't think we have enough of, but at this point I'm perfectly willing to deconstruct some shit to get what I need. At least this time we don't need to construct an escape rocket, right? Considering the fact that there hasn't been even a single option for escape or egress off the planet, there's two outcomes I foresee. One, Robin's intent is not to leave. And that one day, scram. And that, like, her plan is to find everything she needs to find out, and then she's gonna spend the rest of her life here, like Marguerite. Or something is gonna happen and she's going to die.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen
Pardon?
remaining.
What do you mean? Excuse me? What? Was I slowly drowning? Did the game not even register I should have air inside the sea truck? Oh my god, this game is made of... It's held together by spit and wishes. You'd think I was playing Fallout 76 with the number of problems this game has. I'm starting to be unable to see past its issues and only see its issues at this point. They had a whole game to learn how to make a game properly. And they had nothing but time to make this one. And yet it still has like a significant number of problems that it absolutely shouldn't have. Too many bugs at launch. It might just be the salt talking because of having to backtrack again. But I still think it's kind of unacceptable that the game has this many issues when they should have learned a lot of lessons from Subnautica 1.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
None of these bugs are on their tracker to be fixed. I was looking at that earlier, just out of curiosity. Alright. Synthetic fibers. Bop bop. Gel sacks. Done. Diamond polyaniline. And what was the last piece? And plasteel ingot. We Don't have any lithium again. Such a surprise. I don't have a builder tool. Because I left it in the storage in the sea truck. All the way back at Marguerite's base. So I can't even deconstruct something to get the parts I need. How do you make a builder tool again? Battery, wiring kit, computer chip. Fine. Let me guess, though. We don't have a computer chip. And we don't have the ingredients to make another one. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, I'll drink some more water, Mystic, just for you. Done. Okay, let's see. No, I'm okay. I'm like, the salt's probably not going to diminish. I'll be fine. We'll just have to go out and gather stuff one more time, I guess. We have the fabricator module back, like, we brought the fabricator module with us, right? Because... No, I'll be fine. Like I said, I'll get over it. I'll be fine. I keep looking at things I can deconstruct and then remembering I can't deconstruct them. Does the quantum locker use a computer chip? It does! I'm a genius. I'm using advanced, like, you know... I'm just very smart and cool. And cool and smart. And with the power of science... we succeed where we thought we would fail. We needed lithium. Ribbon plant times 2, I think. And the kyanite, if we don't have any lying around here, we had a whole buttload inside the prawn suit at our destination, so we're good. We have everything else we need. Well, I mean, it's too late for that now, but that seems to be, like, what we should have done. The problem is that even with the sea trucks, like speed boosters, it would not have lasted long in those caves. But we're bringing it anyway. But we should have everything, right? Synthetic fibers, root pustules, gel sacks, polyaniline, diamond, plasteel ingot, iron cube, ribbon plant, and the stuff that we need back where we need to go is inside the prawn suit that we left at the bottom of the deep blue sea. The deep blue sea, the deep blue sea. I left it at the bottom of the deep blue sea. I should rebuild the quantum locker. Yeah, we have a waypoint to find our way back, which was the other thing I was considering when I, bailed. Let's get some water. I'm also fine now. I know I just get frustrated, right? Because, like, my goal is to... Sometimes it seems like I'm in a hurry. And, admittedly, I kind of have been playing games a lot like that these days. I haven't really been sitting back and just taking things in. But, admittedly, like, there's very few games that can make me slow down like that. One of them was Hollow Knight. And I've played it 10 times. I like this game. It's not bad, but it's not a game that holds my attention enough to let me slow down, I guess, as much as I ought to. One moment. I probably do need to slow down more. Not be such a grumpy sourpuss. It's a video game. And honestly, upon reflection, that issue is mainly my fault. Like, I should have known that going down there was probably... I think it was like a mixed bag. Because on one hand, I thought that maybe I could fabricate the stuff back home. And that the facility was something else. But, I didn't find out that you needed to fabricate them there until we were already so far down. And I guess I was too caught up in what was going on to really let it click in my head that I should probably have brought the stuff I needed with me. So, you know, can't fault the game for something that was... I can be grumpy about it, but it's not really the game's fault, right? It was mainly mine. The fault was my own. So, You served me well for so long, storage module. Only to be destroyed by some idle-ass jellyfish. This is what I get for building here. It's effectively like building in a minefield. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? It's fine. We don't really need the storage module anymore. The teleport module's all the way back. All the way back at Marguerite's base. No, they basically destroyed, these. How much damage has this been taking idly since we've been playing? So apparently, two things could have happened there, but I'm willing to believe it was a combination. Jellyfish slowly wore down the health of the storage module parked here, and then I bumped into it with my sea truck on the way by and took out the remaining health it had left, and it exploded. So that is what happened. Lesson for the day, kids. Don't build your sea base in the eyeball jellyfish zone. The eyeball jellyfish have nothing but contempt and hatred for you and will do all that they can to destroy what you love. They're kind of like creepers, but they're more insidious and sneaky. They don't just waltz up and explode. They just gradually destroy your things over time when you're not looking. They're like gaslighting you. They're like, oh no, it was you that destroyed your vehicle. You messed it up. No, don't believe their lies. Bright side, without any fucking modules, this thing screams! I don't think the Seamoth had a speed booster, did it? Maybe it did. It's been so long, I actually don't remember. Jump! Whee! Honestly, I'm not sure if this vehicle's the same speed as the Seamoth, and the monsters are just faster this time, or what? Okay, yeah, we do have... I had to double check just to make sure my brain started, like, second guess my own decisions. Like, did I bring everything, though? And we have
Vital
food
signs
and water.
stabilizing.
We're not here to be a sourpuss anymore. I got all the sourpuss energy out of my system. Now, there should be a crevice around here. But it would probably just be best to go to Marguerite's zone. Nothing cures the shakes quite like jellyfish murder. I feel bad killing them, right? Like, cause that was something about the first game that I really loved. That I had played it enough to really appreciate the wildlife and didn't really need to kill anything. Like, I was able to navigate the environment. I wouldn't go out of my way to kill anything unless it was stuff I needed to eat. You know, like the prey fish. But this game I've killed like a bunch of eyeball jellyfish and a snow stalker. And I feel a bit bad. Because I kind of wanted to go through this game without killing any of the wildlife again. Even the big fuckers. Even like the shadow leviathans. I wanted to make sure that I didn't really kill a thing. But unfortunately, due to them, which it's partly my fault for building there, but I still think it's a little unacceptable that they're able to passively damage your material, your equipment. I think at the very least, if they're damaging your stuff, you should get like a warning. Like when you're not inside it. Like, hey, proximity to, like, or maybe a warning in the biome. Proximity to jellyfish can cause damage to critical mission equipment or some shit like that, you know? Just something simple to let you know. That way, if it does still happen, that's on you, dumbass. You should have known better. But, I mean, I'm not even, like, the first time it was the prawn suit, and I was very salty about that because the prawn suit is expensive. But this time it was the storage module, and that storage module was empty, so we didn't lose anything by having it get destroyed. It was just like, are you serious? So you probably noticed that I wasn't really mad. I was just doing that. I was trying to reference that meme with the cat that destroyed someone's potted plant. And they're like, who could have done this? And then they follow up with, you. And they have like the black cat pinned to the tile floor. And they look very surprised. That one. So I'm trying to debate between speed boost and a zap. I feel like zap's not gonna do much. Zap might be for if they grab us. And to think that I passed by this the first time in without even noticing. Oh, wait, no, that's not the biome I thought it was. Never mind. Love the ambience in this area, though. Yeah, but without any other trucks, without any other modules attached, it seems fairly easy to navigate at high speed. Do you doubt my gamer skills, Mystic Doodles? Do you doubt my gamer skills? Have you seen my gamer card? I have done everything there is to do in Hollow Knight 10 separate times. I 100% completed Super Meat Boy. I 100% completed The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. You think I can't dodge some giant sea monsters in a submarine? I think you're doubting I think you're trying to prove I don't have a gamer card. I don't take kindly to these accusations. If anybody has a gamer card, it's me. Oh man, when you turn the lights off, it's really nice out here. I'm also probably going the wrong way. That does not debunk my claim that I have a gamer card. Neither does me getting consistently jump scared by all the little fish I keep running over. Okay, last time we were over here, there was a boy. And that boy quickly made me realize that I was not safe. Where is the boy? Boy? Fuck you. Oh, that's the boy! I have discovered the boy! The jump scare gave me the necessary information I needed to take an alternative route. I really am just getting startled by every single one of these fish. You'd think that it would be like, oh, okay, at this... I wasn't afraid. You have no proof? You have no proof. Wow. We made it back over here pretty easily with, like, and unmolested. I'm actually kind of surprised. Then again, I guess this thing's a little bit faster than the prawn suit. Alright, time to tempt fate. I told you, I have a gamer card. I made it here. Unmolested. And I will prove it even more by not getting grabbed even once. Do you see me? You're a bit too busy being all goofy and shit. I ain't afraid of no goddamn Shadow Leviathan. Woo! Whee! Boosted! Can't get me, motherfucker! I bet my gamer card on it, motherfucker! I told you! I fucking told you! I told you!
So, Alan, you said your people came here in search of a cure?
I was a researcher.
You were a scientist? Like me?
My people regarded my scientific contributions with particular interest.
As I said, like me.
If that is your interpretation.
So, how did your valuable scientific mind wind up infected?
Not my mind, my body. Perhaps you should build the next component.
Something tells me he was a bioresearcher. It was originally a weapon. That's my assumption, that he's no better than Altera is.
So you came here to search for a cure?
I led the mission.
Does that mean the bacteria got out on your watch?
Oh.
This subject is uncomfortable. If you would like to know more, I will ask that you first construct the final component.
Wait, are you talking about the body parts? It says I can't scan them. It gives me like an eye, like, no, can't do that. Oh. Oh, dang it, I need to go grab the kyanite. Frick. I think they learned their lesson with the first game that the prawn suit doesn't navigate these environments very well, excuse me. So they just don't let you bring it in here anymore.
This is the last piece. Soon I will be autonomous again.
What will you do with your newfound freedom?
I must return home to make amends.
Amends? For the bacterium? There seems to be a lot you're not telling me.
It is hard for me to find the words. I must collect my thoughts. We have all the necessary components. You may initiate body fabrication sequence from the terminal.
You still owe me an explanation.
I understand.
I'm thinking he's not a bad guy, but I'm thinking he used to be. Or he made a very terrible mistake a long time ago, and that's why he was in the facility. It was punishment. It was a prison. Rather than it being a storage module like he claimed it was. He was supposed to be there.
Commencing storage medium fabrication.
The escape of the bacterium was an accident. I thought my solution was foolproof. I was wrong.
Did you cause the accident?
Yes.
Oh!
I do not wish to speak about it.
We can come back to this.
Whoa! Is that like a giant purple? Okay. Whoa! Wow! Wow, they are huge. Can I scan this?
What is
I
it
can.
doing?
Research. Tit for tat. You've probed my mind. I scan your body.
I'm afraid. Alan, please be cool.
Commencing data transfer.
All right, Alan.
Did it work? Are we...
Are you gonna hurt me?
It
Wow.
has been some time since I last stretched out in so many dimensions. Like waking from a dream.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Hi. Please be cool.
Hey.
Is he gonna wave? Yeah, that's cute.
Not in my head anymore?
There are some remnants. Would you like your memories of me removed as well?
Are you kidding? No way. You still owe me the end of your story.
I told you I must return home. To assess. Repair. Make amends.
Tell me more.
When the bacteria escaped, it was my fault. I disobeyed the directive from my network.
Oh no.
Whoa.
I noticed that a species of Leviathan young produced an enzyme that is efficient against the bacteria. I thought if we incubated sea dragon eggs, we might expedite their hatching.
Oh.
I was not wrong.
But...
It would appear that sea dragon parents are stronger and more motivated than our
Oh, that's
facility
so
can
cool.
handle.
And the bacteria got out, affecting everything. How many survived the outbreak back home? Are they still waiting for someone to bring back a cure?
I do not know.
Can I help?
The fact that I withheld this information does not concern you.
It was certainly manipulative. And I've also made my own share of mistakes. I'm still committed to helping.
I accept your help. Find
It
me
was
at
the
gate when
cause.
you are
Oh
ready.
my god.
In the meantime, I must prepare.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oh my god. So okay. So research and I think okay. So in the first game we were under the impression that the infection had been killing billions of people already and that the architects had come to 4546V in order to research a cure because of that. But apparently the billions of lives lost was after? Is that what I'm understanding? I mean, you can't fault him completely. It's not like he was going to be aware of that happening. And in the end, I guess it sort of worked. God, what a cool alien, though. Fucking Centaur with robo arms. So, signal location updated. Architect phase gate. Where is that? Have we been there before? Isn't that... That's where we were already, right? Okay, so never mind. He was the reason that the planet died. That's still very sad. It's interesting to see that that's the connection. I didn't even consider that, like, at all. But I guess I wasn't wrong in a sense that he was imprisoned. Either he imprisoned himself, or to, like, save himself, or the others imprisoned him because it was his fault. Either way, we have a little bit of a dilemma. Yeah. Very lucky, Alan. Very lucky indeed. I think we're leaving the prawn suit here. Alright. Limber up, limber up, limber up, limber up. Let's go. Zap! Let go, bitch! Not on my watch, you're not! Wow, that electrical attack is extremely effective. I did not expect it to work that fast. I barely even charged the thing. Glad we went out of our way to make it, because that thing really is going to help us get out of here unscathed. Okay, knowing that it's that effective, I'm no longer that scared. If they grab us, we'll just zap them immediately. We'll try to avoid getting grabbed, but... Also, 1 second. Heartburn. Ugh, okay. We're fine. It's getting close to the end of the day, so my meds are starting to wear off. Honestly, at this stage, we might finish the game tonight. I'm not sure yet, but it's pretty likely. Now, I could use the teleporter, but then we'd have to swim home. But knowing that stuff exists gives me motivation. Next time I pick this game up, knowing what to expect going in, I can, like, build things in a different place. Maybe, air quotes, optimize my playthrough a little bit, you know? Like a true tryhard. I refuse to say anything until I'm out of here. Honestly, if I had brought the whole sea truck down here, we would have been screwed. No way in hell. Man, I would love to build a sea base down here. As hazardous as it is, it's also really, really cool. Intriguing that Marguerite decided to build her, like, home so close to this place. You betcha she could hear the screams of the damned while she's sleeping in her bed at night. But after surviving on the back of a dead Reaper Leviathan in the frigid ocean for God knows how long, I don't think anything can scare Marguerite Maida anymore. I don't think there's a thing that can scare her. Also, we didn't see a single Shadow Leviathan on the way out. You know what? Let's not go out that way. Let's go out the other way where we know there's actually room. But that's really, really cool. The whole reveal. I guess it makes sense. I don't know why I didn't consider them tying the two games together that way. I mean, they had Marguerite. But yeah, like, after this, I'm gonna look at the wiki, because I honestly think that that's the only plot hole. Like, everything else I can let slide. You know, suspension of disbelief. But the fact that Marguerite survived... Yes, I can accept that she's a badass. She is. I can accept the fact that she made it here floating off of the back of a dead Reaper. I can accept all of that. Because that's really cool and really, like, character building and, like, it really makes you get a good idea of what kind of person Marguerite is. But there's no way someone can badass their way through a deadly bacteria that has killed an entire advanced alien species. I refuse to accept it. Oh, so there's no info? So basically then, the biggest plot hole is how the hell is Marguerite alive? Because everyone else in her company died at the end of their little excursion on 4546B. I think that's a really big shame that they just didn't bother to explain that. Even like a throwaway line. Yeah, like, I was expecting more of her to be in the game than there was. I was expecting more involvement. I hear you, Chilliceret, and I agree. Marguerite did deserve more PDA entries. Because she's arguably my favorite character. I think it's a really close call, but I really think that Marguerite just a slight bit ekes it out over Alan for me. I think I like Marguerite a little bit more. Yeah, and I mean, from my understanding, Sam died trying to do the right thing. And honestly, I feel like there's an interesting, I thought for a bit that there was going to be an interesting parallel, right? Between Sam and Alan. And that they both had, like, air quotes, died for similar reasons. But I ended up being wrong about that. But I do like, I think Sam...
Fluid intake.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, fine, game. I'll drink water in real life, too. God. Nag. That's all you do. You nag. How dare you try to keep me alive? Yes, the same joke twice? It's more likely than you think. But I think that Sam probably had the strongest ending to her story so far. I was actually expecting a little bit more, if I'm honest. And the main reason for that is because of, I guess the first game was a bit longer. And with, oh, damn it. With the connection to Altera and all this stuff about Altera doing, like, biological weapon research, I was kind of hoping that there'd be more, like... There'd be more to that as well. Is there no way out of here? Is there no way to get up there? Do I have to go... There's gotta be a way up there. Am I missing something? Don't freeze me, please. You little fishies. Thank you. There's just a hole in the ice, like underneath it, and you go up to the surface, or like a tunnel. I'm mainly asking for direction now because we're close to the end and all the stuff that I wanted to figure out for myself were there. And now I'm just kind of like eager to see the story conclusion. Ah! Literally right here. It's been a while, old friend. I haven't seen you in a bit. Warm me up. I don't think we've been over here before. Or if we have, it was at the very start of the game. I realize we don't have any, like, ion cubes with us, though. But we got some in the quantum locker. I'm smart. Every so often, I have a brilliant idea. And then it... Oh, yeah, I think this might be the beginning of the game. Is this leading us back to the start? Bookends and such? That'd be really cool. There's a forklift out here. No, this is new. What is this?
Dangerous weather approaching.
It's a snowman, and you can scan the snowman and make a snowman. Oh my god, no, this was the first area. Oh my, no fucking way. Hold on, I need to get inside or something. This is the starting area from the original beta version of the game before they updated it. This was the original starting area. What a crazy, that's, oh my god, lantern fruit. Excellent, okay. Memos and miscellany. Welcome to your home away from home on 4546B. This brochure will guide you through your new accommodations. Settle in. Sector 0 is comprised of 2 square kilometers of ocean, bordered by mountainous terrain to the north and west. This region of the planet is covered in snow and ice, left in a mostly permanent winter. Extreme weather events make for spectacular sky displays at all hours. For unknown reasons, it was selected by architects as a hub for their installations. Life in the area has flourished since the release of Enzyme 42 into the larger ecosystem. Get comfortable! Research Station 0 features state-of-the-art facilities including 3 to 6 person accommodations, full science and engineering sections, leisure and exercise facilities, large grow room and water filtration units for self-sufficient living, weather forecasting suite, and a prawn bay. Explore. You, valued member of the Frost Pack, have been chosen to occupy the main sector base, just below the primary alien research site. From here, you will conduct research into alien communications and technologies, and conduct away missions to unoccupied installations elsewhere in the sector. Okay. Task list. Harvest produce from grow beds and plant new seeds. To do! Refill engine oil and coolant in progress. Document completed research samples. Done. Continue investigation of the force field mechanisms at Research Site 0. In progress. Send weekly status report. In progress. Varnish prawn suits. To do. Repair base hatch door lock. To do. Perform monthly patrol of remote installations. To do. Recalibrate navigating equipment. Done. Inspect all cabin air filters. Interesting that they brought the lantern fruit back. I'm surprised it took us till the end of the game to find this place, but I'm not going to complain or argue. I kind of like that this was left to the very end of the game. I think it's very cool that it takes you here as the final location, so they didn't fully cut this area. Because in the first iteration, for the folks who weren't aware, in the beta, you weren't coming here against Altera orders. You worked for Altera. You were here on a research mission. Like that exact reasoning and stuff that was listed there. One thing at a time. Winning takes focus.
Motivational posters were banned from XenoWorks following a lengthy discussion at the annual company retreat 3 years ago. This poster is technically contraband.
Can't imagine what that discussion must have been about, but very fascinating. Okay. Oh, we finally get to learn about Alien Intruder, totally not Among Us. Alien Intruder, a game of deception, aliens, and paranoia. Instructions. Alien Intruder is a game played by 6 to 15 people. One player acts as game master, and one player assumes the role of hive mind. The remaining players are scientists on a research mission. Total players out of 6 of the scientists are secretly alien intruders. The hive mind is the puppet master pulling the strings of deception. The hive mind knows who the aliens are and who the scientists are. This player observes the game and tries to manipulate the alien intruders to eliminate all the scientists. The hive mind wins if 3/4 of the scientists have been eliminated before completing all of their tasks. Alien intruder. This player does not know they are an alien intruder. Okay, yeah, so it's like The Thing. This sounds a lot more like Mafia. A little bit, because Mafia is sort of the same kind of style game as Among Us. It's sort of like a deception and, subterfuge kind of game. For all intents and purposes, the alien intruders think they are normal scientists. The scientist's job is to survive and eliminate the alien intruders or complete all tasks. The scientists do not know who the alien is. The scientists win if the alien or aliens are dead or if they have completed all of their tasks. The game master runs the session and ensures the completion of the different cycles. The hive mind will communicate their intentions directly to the GM, and the GM will tell the players how his or her intentions play out. Weird. The game is broken up into days. Each day, the scientist aliens choose to either perform a task or spy on another player. Then the hive mind tells the GM if they would like to plant a seed of doubt on which spy result. What? If any, or eliminate the spy target of the alien, if applicable. It's like Among Us and D&D, yeah. This is done secretly between the hive mind and the GM. The GM then reports back on the results of the player's spying efforts, influenced or not by the hive mind. After which, the scientists and alien may have a 3-minute meeting to discuss the day's events, which explains that earlier audio log that sounded a lot like frickin' like they were arguing about poker, weirdly enough. They may then elect to eliminate a scientist with a majority vote. The scientists or aliens then go to sleep and start the next day's cycle. Weird! I mean, I guess if you're alone on an alien planet, you gotta find something to do with your time. What is this? Kitty! Kitty picture! Look at that.
Potato.
Potato!
I miss that fluffy little couch walrus.
Oh, that's Potato? Now I'm sad. Hopefully Potato's okay. Ooh, don't take your kids to work day.
Hey, Sam, you want to say hi to my kids? I told them I'd show them a day in the life of a scientist.
Of course. Hi, Oren. Hi, Svea.
Tell us what you're working on.
Oh, this is a personal project.
Looks more like biology than robotics.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I know no one is on my side with this, but what if I just found a way to take care of the deadly bacterium?
I wouldn't say no one is on your side. I'm on your side.
I know, but you won't say anything to Emmanuel or Zeta, anyone.
What effect would it have if I did? I'm not exactly employee of the month right now.
I know. I wouldn't want you to risk more than you already have.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more. What are you working on now? And what do you mean by take care of the deadly bacterium?
Is that thing still recording?
Oh, right. So, that was Sam, kids. I'll turn this off now.
Awkward. I sure do love listening in on awkward conversations from people who are dead. Between people who are dead. But dang, so I'm trying to figure out how, I guess some of this place is just like wear and tear. I still don't know exactly how long ago Sam died. But it had to have been long enough for some of this place to, like, not long enough for things to start building up like algae and barnacles and stuff like the sunken Mercury crash. but long enough for things to get damaged and destroyed by local wildlife and the crazy weather. Because Marguerite hit the research lab, and then Sam hit the Phi Robotics area maybe, and potentially also the research site, and then a bomb went off, and then she and Parvan both died.
While other teams have been pursuing more nebulous approaches to awakening the architects, I've tried to take a more practical approach. We know these part organic, part digital beings stored what they thought of as themselves on computers within their sanctuaries, and we know efforts to wake or communicate with them have been in vain. My theory is that to make first contact, these digital ghosts must first be recombined with an organic component. As Dr. Kaz Slaney's classic study noted, we know they had means to grow cybernetic bodies and to transfer their data patterns between them. There is a known probable architect sanctuary in this sector, but entry is not currently possible. If I can get inside and present the right vessel, I do think we will be successful.
Well...
Lil wanted to know too much about architects. I could not let her. She was... what do you call them? Voltairean.
What did you think she would do to you?
She might have discovered the gateway to our home world. I thought it wiser not to take the chance.
Alan, we're on the same page, my dude. Oh, very cool. Let's just have a poster of the alien, like, laser gun that shot down a ship and killed loads of people above our bed. You know, for artistic inspiration. This is some wild artwork. I bet that these are drawings by the actual teams, like kids. That's very fun.
Ah, my darlings, Brian, Svea, and...
Was this...
Oh, god dang it.
Space? What was she doing all the way out here?
There's... Hey, look, it's us! It's a picture of us.
Potato. You are a good cat.
Wait, is Potato dead? You make me sad! No, not Potato! That's the most emotional I've got so far. Not the kitty. Aww. I mean, when you say things like that in past tense, it makes me think Potato's gone.
Ah, my darlings, Brian, Svea, and Oren, I'm counting the days until I can come home and give you all the hugs and kisses. Since my research project was cancelled, they have me at a place called Outpost Zero, doing nothing much. Just cataloguing things, plants, the occasional animal, but it's mostly ice where I am, so there's not a lot of new stuff to find. Svea and Oren, you know how you get bored when your hover dance teacher makes you practice skills 15 minutes over schedule and it eats up the freestyle time? It's a bit like that. But I have a new roommate, Samantha, a roboticist. You should see her little bangling box. Oren, you'd love them. But she got management upset. I guess this is just where they send you if they decide you're too much trouble. I'm kind of glad she's here, though. I was getting lonely. I'm still trying quietly. I don't want any more trouble to figure out where I went wrong. I was sure. I picked up a distress signal. I was right on top of it, and then it just stopped. What if someone, an architect, is still down there and needs help? I'll be home before I ever get to find out, and it will fall to some future researcher to come and find out, I guess. I hope. But I can't wait to be home with you. When are you going to send me some more art? There's still a patch of bare wall here that could use some colour and a touch of genius.
Kitty cat hours.
I miss you. I love you. I hope you're still proud of me.
You're a potato too, you know. Potato. Potato. But, I think the funniest part to me is that Alan had an SOS going, and then when someone got near, it's like, you know what? Not you. And he turns the SOS off. That's very funny. It's like, I'll be rescued by somebody else. No thanks.
I don't think I have a choice. I have to neutralize the bacteria myself. I'm a little nervous. Okay, terrified. But this thing is a death sentence. We shouldn't be messing around with it. I'm no biologist, I know. So does everyone else here. I haven't spoken to Danny since we fought about it. Zeta said she'd handle it and then didn't. Lil practically begged me to drop it. This is completely beyond the scope of your work. You have to stop before you jeopardize your standing with the company. I don't want good standing with a transgov that would do this. Robin tried to warn me. Maybe she was right, and Altera really is unfixable. Maybe I deserve better than this. We all do. I've synthesized the antibacterial agent. I know my biochem at least well enough to do that much. I've stashed some away in one of the Pengling research caves, southeast of the Leviathan. That was probably the easy part. Now I just have to carry out the plan. Focus, be brave, worry about what happens next after the threat is neutralized. They're going to know it was me. If they send me home, when they send me home, where the ice isn't 20 feet thick, I can get my Augie bun back. We can cuddle under a nice warm blanket. Things with Robin will thaw out. They always do. Besides, I think she'll respect this. And then, maybe I'll start my own research outfit with an awesome team. I'd love to work on prosthetics again. Help people find peace and ease in their bodies. No more cold. No more spine. Nothing that can be misused. All right. Now's my time. I've got this.
Mad respect for Sam, doing what needs to be done, even if it's an uncomfortable thing that needs doing. Doing the right thing no matter what. Mad respect. Is there not a single crate? Altera, y'all have crates littered everywhere filled with food and water. The one place I actually need that, and there's none. So I'm just gonna die of thirst. Very cool. Awesome. We'll just cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. 'Cause apparently lantern fruit doesn't, you know, doesn't give you water no more. We have some med kits, so we won't die right away, but it'll be fairly fast. I mean, I could eat snow. Can I eat snow? No, you can't eat snow,
See
apparently.
fluid intake.
Apparently that's illegal. Is there nowhere we can get one? We have to go all the way back to the sea truck. Fortunately, there's some nearby bladderfish. That's another issue I've always had with Subnautica, even the first game. The first game had an issue with making you need to drink and eat a little too often. The metabolism of these people must be insane for them to need to drink water and eat food as often as they need to. It's wackadoo. What we could also do is just die, because you respawn in the sea truck anyway. But, whatever. In fact, I'm not even gonna grab the sea truck, because it's probably just gonna be faster to swim through the water and grab some bladderfish. Or at the very least, some goddamn peepers. Oh my god. We don't have power because they didn't bring the truck. Fuck it. Let's just die. In fact, let's make it happen faster. Brine wings! Come to me! Freeze me with your briny goodness! Do it! Hello? Oh, you're gonna shun me now, huh? Hello? You gonna attack me or what? Wow. Disrespect. There we go. The lantern fruit used to give you water and food, but now it gives you body heat and food. So even the lantern fruit, you'd think that that area would have given you like... What? Did you What? Okay.
Outpost 0 is where your sister worked her final days on 4546B. It is quite isolated.
Yeah, I know the brightest ideas can flourish in the middle of nowhere, but this is practically off the map. A lot of people would love to get paid to sit around and do nothing. Not Sam. She must have been miserable out here. And they have the nerve to call her negligent. I think they drove her to an extreme.
They also motivated me to change my behavior.
Because they drove you into hiding?
I had calculated that they might be well placed to answer my distress signal. But I came to suspect their motivations were not aligned with mine.
So you made yourself harder to find.
It was a calculation.
I like that we got some more dialogue. That was fun. Bladderfish, where'd you go, you sneaky little shit? Hey! What? Oh, Alan's not in my head anymore!
Is very
Give me that back, you little shit! We finally got to see them steal some of my stuff at the very end of the damn game. Because Alan isn't here in our head anymore, they're like, fuck you, give me that, that thing's cool, it's mine now. Okay. I was like, what do you got for me? And then he just stole my shit. Okay. Sneaky little buggers. It's not that hard to get it back, though. It doesn't seem that big of a... It's not that big of a pain. That's very funny, though. They're just like, mine, gimme. So grabby. We're back to where we started. Yeah, I thought they were gonna give me a hug or something. Kind of like how before you leave the game, in the first game, the little cute fish will give you a hug instead of a high five. Have your stupid lantern fruit. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like a precocious little orphan child. Like, please, sir, I miss my mother. And then you try to console them and give them a hug, and it's just a sob story so they can steal your wallet. That's the exact thing that sea monkey just pulled. It's like, we're gonna miss you. We're glad we could help you. Can I have a hug? Gotcha, Sea Glide, bitch! Weird that we didn't respawn in the sea truck. Last time I died, I respawned in the sea truck. I guess it counted the capsule as a closer and safer option? I don't know. God, there's that droning synth that had me super spooked last time when we came to this area for the first time. Oh, wait a minute. Am I a fool? Oh my god, we could have survived off of the anemone hearts. We would have been fine. Oh well. Leave it to Subnautica to disrupt the... Well, rest in peace. leave it to Subnautica to disrupt the ending by we're just gonna disregard that frozen penguin. But leave it to this game to disrupt the ending by making you need to go back home to get water or food, of course.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Listen, after surviving the Barrel Crystal Caves, I think I can survive a little blizzard. I can't see a damn thing. That's the real danger. It ain't even the bad weather. It's like... Warm me. Thank you. The end is nigh. I guess what? We take the portal home? And we decide to spend the rest of our days on 4546B? Or Alan shockingly betrays us at the last second and steals our life force? Or we die. Mission complete. Mission failed successfully. God, my head keeps itching. What is going on with that? Ugh. This is familiar. I think this is also... I think this was also from the original, because this is where you found Alan. Oh, Alan's already here. How did you... I mean, I guess teleport? I mean, I don't know why, but... You're fast.
Are you preparing to leave, Alan?
Yes, there is much to do.
What? Jesus, alright. So fast you've got after images going. Can I scan this? No. Okay. Oh, I can read the scan for Alan. Oh, good point. I never did read that. The complete physical architect vessel is a biotechnology and cybernetic hybrid, incorporating design elements from the more than 20 DNA sources. The outer layer of tissue has the consistency of leather. The tissue is interlaced with channels of visibly glowing energy, powered by the alien's internal biotechnological heart. Al-An has 6 articulated arms that are suspended around his body by magnetic levitation. These arms contain independent high-speed computing systems and are capable of performing tasks independently. The organic arms are considered secondary to the inorganic robotic arms. These are used for mundane tasks that don't require such fine motor movement. The bottom half of the arms are covered in a biocomposite plating. The plating might serve as a form of armor. It also appears to store latent energy buildups like capacitors. The hooved legs are reminiscent of several species of mountain goats. The hooves are covered in microscopic hooks that aid in exploring rough and uneven terrain. The forelegs and the hind legs are oddly close together, which explains why walking might be a secondary mode of movement for this architect form. Teleportation. The architect body is able to teleport or blink short distances. The method is likely a scaled-down version of the teleportation gates, but the methodology is not well understood. It is likely that the architect's body is able to provide the massive amount of power necessary for this to function. Matching DNA fragments appear to be derived from the following sources. I love these names. The chromium boar of Cult Whale Prime, an invasive species known for their extremely tough skin, which makes them hard to eradicate. The putty serpent of Apostakar? This snake has extremely tensile skin, prevents it from tearing, and allows it to compress itself into small spaces. The electrode eel of Lithton generates an electrically charged slime across its length. Astral rays, moons of Mardon 14. These rays have small organs that generate and store electricity. The shaggy goats of Olympion. These herbivorous creatures live on the rocky foothills of the mountain planet Olympion and are excellent climbers. Giant geckos of Holt's asteroid. Massive geckos that emit an electrostatic charge on its footpads. This creates a charge difference, and the surface of the gecko is climbing. The markers of at least a dozen other biological species are present but unrecognized at this time. I get it now. They haven't explained it yet, but I'm willing to bet that Alan was communicating with the monkeys, and that's why they steal the stuff from you, because they're trying to get the stuff that he needs to build his body. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I figured as much. Like, they already said that earlier in the game, that because the architects are made of such a wide variety of different biological material that they are extremely vulnerable to bacterial infection. Hello.
Do you still wish to leave with me? Beyond this teleporter, there is no turning back.
Are you kidding?
Oh.
I can't pass up a chance to see where architects come from. Besides, I don't have another ride.
I do not know what we will find there. The others may be sick or angry, if they live at all.
Or you could find peace. Family.
I hope you are right. Please complete any business you still have on this planet. Join me on the other side when you are ready to leave.
Wow. I'm really sad that we don't have, like, a time capsule. I thought that the... No, that's an interesting thing. I didn't think that you'd leave with him. I will say, as my final thoughts, I'm a little sad that there wasn't a similar conclusion to the first game where you get to say your goodbye in the way that you did. The first game had a very sort of, like, go to every place you've been. Here's a reunion tour of the whole planet. You do the mission you need to do, and then you build the rocket, and you leave. And you leave behind a little piece of your own experience for other players to find. And I really, really liked that. Goodbye, 4546B. It's been a gas. Oh! Is this good news, Alan, or bad news? Things feel remarkably abandoned and just as snowy as before. Everything good, bud?
Robin, you're just in time. The phase gate is opening.
You've been hiding a phase gate here this whole time.
Only for the last millennium. It will lead us home.
No wonder you hid yourself from Altera.
It was imperative to keep the homeworld safe, in hopes that the others survived.
Yeah.
Fancy. I guess we also don't have any reason to suspect the architects
Will you
don't...
help me prepare the ship? The energy masts must be moved into place.
Oh, I got robo-arms!
This is different.
That's cool. Whoa, okay. I'm surprised at the level of involvement I'm being given here. Okay. Neat. Wow. So, I guess that is enormous. That's way bigger than it initially looked when it was rising. That's not even getting closer. Okay, I'm assuming fix these, right? Woohoo! That's cool. And anticlimactic ending. We just get crushed by one of the pillars. Game over. But yeah, what I was trying to say, like, wow, is that there's no reason for us to suspect that the architects would hate us as a species, or at least individuals, because it seems like they'd had involvement with the human race before. Because in the first game, there were these little storage cases with, like, pieces, like, there was, like, an ancient sword from, like, really early times on Earth, like BC times, I think. Thanks for trusting me, Alan.
Very good. Return to me and I will initiate ship assembly.
This is more involved than I expected. Very cool. Nah, I'm just gonna hang out here in this area with nothing to do for the rest of the game. I'm gonna build my sea base right there. In the middle. And I'm just gonna live here. No. Let's go. Return arms. Here you go.
Thank you. The masts are in place. The energy field is ready. There is no time to lose.
God, you're fast, dude. I only have 2 legs. And no teleporting. Oh. This is some Atlantis shit. I'm into it. What the fuck? Wait. Is that like a spaceship? I guess that makes sense. Alan, how do I get in? Oh, ah. Ow!
I apologize. The levitator was calibrated for heavier bodies.
It's a good thing I'm not dead.
I'm not at your feet, but as you can see, I have been fully integrated with the ship.
Whoa.
Is this permanent?
Nothing is permanent.
I
Are you
mean,
ready to go?
that's fair, Alan.
Could say that. Ready to leave the past behind.
Good. Please brace yourself, and then we will depart.
Where can I brace myself, Alan? There's no seatbelts. Like where? How? With what? Oh. Yes, cool. This is very safe. It's like a roller coaster without any fucking harnesses.
Launching in 3, 2, 1.
Not the ending I expected. Whoa. Oh! I was gonna make a Doctor Who joke, but I didn't get enough time to do it.
What will we find when we get there?
If I am the last of my kind, I will experience the sorrow of 10,000 souls dimming.
Grim. Ooh. I see buildings. I see light.
And if they survived?
With you, I am ready to face whatever.
Wow. Credits. Don't worry. Your batteries died and all your equipment. Well, there we go. I will say, not as emotional of an ending as the first game. But not bad. Not bad. I definitely like the direction they took. They definitely avoided the cliche Alan being the bad guy or being evil. I'm not exactly sure how to feel. And the main reason for that is just that I think the first game is hard to beat. Despite the first game's clear, severe issues that it has, especially with pop-in and a lot of glitches. This game has it too, but the pop-in at least has been fixed. The first game, it gave you a little bit more time to sort of sit with what was going on. You were also very much alone, and you really had to like reflect on everything yourself. And you had to learn what was going on, put the pieces together, and make a choice. And I think the payoff in the first game was a lot stronger. Yeah, I think it did very well. There was a lot of cool stuff here. Like, my only real complaints, aside from, like, what I've already brought up, not including multiplayer, that's still, like, the big one that I think is unacceptable, and all the bugs it has. I think the game's great. Like, the other complaint is the world is small. And we pretty much saw most of what the game had to offer fairly quickly. Within only a few hours of play, we had seen about 90% of what the game had to show for us. Like, 90% of the biomes, and 90% of the critters. The only new biomes we found a little bit later in were like the areas with shadow leviathans and the one with like the big anemones, and obviously the snow spires, arctic spires with worms. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to let it sit, I think, before I hey, look, yeah, thanks IGP, Jacksepticeye. Surprised they didn't put Neebs Gaming in there, because they voiced characters in the first game. Or maybe they did. Maybe they listed their actual names. In memoriam. All those lost during the... touch of reality there at the end. Ow. But, it's gonna have to sit, I think. Because it's hard for me... With a game like this, it's hard to parse my thoughts. I think Alan and Marguerite are the strongest parts of this game. My initial thing that I said at the start was that I really prefer the first game because there isn't a voiced protagonist. It allowed me to make the story my own. I could put myself in the character's shoes, and while the original character was a person in universe, Riley Robinson, he didn't have any lines of dialogue. He didn't have any history. You were able to basically play that game like it was you, lost in this world and having to survive. And that gets you a lot closer to the story and a lot more invested in what's going on when you're playing somebody else, at least in my opinion. It's a lot harder for me to get as invested as I could if it were like a voiceless protagonist. Like the Half-Life games even. Gordon is an established person, but he doesn't say a damn thing, so I can still like, you know, do my own thing with the story in my head, I guess. But, cool creature design. I love the new technology they brought forward in this game. I really, really like the sea truck. I'm actually surprised that the Snow Fox wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. It's way slower than it feels like it should be. It feels sluggish, and the bug that knocks you off of it whenever a worm attacks you kind of negates its usefulness. I like that Marguerite came back. I like that we got a conclusion to that story. Big issue is that they basically just did that without even part of it almost feels like they just didn't care. It's like, who cares? Yeah, she survived the infection because she's super cool. Look at how much of a badass she is. She just, like, she ripped the bacteria out of her body and punched it. Like, if the alien race that's so much more advanced than humanity couldn't find a cure, I don't think Marguerite Maeda did. I think Alan is very cool. I think Alan and Marguerite are some of the strongest parts of this game. I liked the intrigue with Sam. as always, the writing has always been very good. Like the different PDA entries and the voice acting, it's always been top notch. Both first game and now, there's been not a single line of dialogue that really rubbed me the wrong way. At first, I felt like a manual was weird until I learned what kind of person he was, and then I realized the voice acting was on point for that guy. If you liked the first game, you'll probably like this one. But if I were to pick a game back up and play it again, I admit I'm probably more inclined to play the first one than this one on a second go. It's bigger, there's more to do, and even now, thinking about the ending, it gets me very emotional, so... Yeah, I agree there, Mystic. I kind of wish that because that's what I was suspecting. I suspected that Marguerite had more to do in the story than what she did have. I suspected that maybe she's the reason Sam died. Maybe Marguerite got a little bit too gung-ho with, like, get back at Altera, and took things too far against Sam's wishes, and as a result, Sam had to try and intervene, and then Sam died because of Marguerite's, you know, overzealousness. That was something I was suspecting might have been the case, but it wasn't. The most that Marguerite had involvement in was just encouraging Sam to do what she wanted to, like, what she felt needed to be done. The biggest plot hole is still that Marguerite is alive. I love Marguerite. She's my favorite character. She beats Alan by just a small margin. But she shouldn't be alive. She shouldn't be. And it's really frustrating that there is no answer as to how. Because that kind of undermines the threat of the Carabacterium. If you could just, like, willpower your way through it, then, like, well, fuck the, like, it's basically Marguerite's, like, you know, RIP to all those other alien fellas, but I'm different. Like, exactly, like, confront Marguerite, because she's been standoffish, and then all this other stuff, and then Marguerite... Because I don't think Marguerite needs to play the villain, where you have to confront her and, like, then beat her or whatever, or, like, yell at her and have, like, a story cutscene where you knock her into the water or she dies in some stupid way. I think it would have been very interesting to see Marguerite, an otherwise very, like, gruff, very irritable and standoffish and sort of unapproachable character, has to come clean and admit that she was wrong and apologize for somebody's death that was her fault. You know, I think that would have been an interesting take, and I think her being relegated to, like, 2 cutscenes, and then meeting her in a greenhouse, and that's it. Like, a huge portion of the first half of the story is dealing with Marguerite. And then she just, that's it. Nice talking to you. And she acknowledges you once more when you enter her sea base, and then you never get to hear her say a line of dialogue again. She's just sitting in there pretending you don't exist, looking at her PDA, while Preston forever chews on a chunk of metal. Like, I don't know. I got a lot of thoughts. I think this game had a lot to live up to, is the issue. Subnautica 1 did a lot very well, and it's still a very distinct game. Oh, hi, Kaz! Have you been here the whole time? Hi! Oh, God. Hello! But, yeah, I think the first game, it's really hard to follow up the first game. Yeah, that's fine. Hi! I'm trying to keep things vague. I've kind of spoiled a few things here and there from the first game. For the most part, I'm kind of being vague about the ending. Other than that, it was emotional, and you get on a rocket, which is, you pretty much figure that out pretty early on. Because, like, that's part of, like, the really early story. Like, oh, get the rocket, like, blueprints and stuff. But, yeah, I think that Below Zero had big shoes to fill, I guess. Because Subnautica is a very unique game. Like, there's a lot of survival games that spawned out of Minecraft's resurgence on the internet. And a lot of them are nothing to write home about. I haven't played a lot of them, but they just don't seem very interesting to me, like The Forest. Rust is just kind of a mess. But Subnautica did something truly different. It did something completely different than any other game had done before it. and it was completely underwater except for some small sections, and it's really stand out for that. And despite all its issues and the devs sort of like missteps in terms of their like promises to the community, I think Subnautica is a very, very good game and a very influential game that I think deserves to be remembered and to be talked about despite its flaws, because I think it does a lot more good than bad. And I think Below Zero just didn't quite fill those shoes. Because in my opinion, Subnautica should be survival in an alien ocean first, and story second. And Below Zero, I feel like, was a bit more laser focused on the story. There were less places to go as a result. The world was a lot smaller. I'm saying a lot of negative. I don't think that's fair. I think it's hard to like parse my thoughts, I guess. If you like this kind of game and what you've seen, then I would say play it. I'm very picky. Listen. It takes a lot for a game to really like affect me, and the last time a game really did that was Hollow Knight. And nothing can beat Hollow Knight. In fact, I venture to say that when Silksong comes out, I don't even think Silksong will beat Hollow Knight. You can never capture that magic a second time. And I think that's true for a lot of games that do really well. But for what it is, I think Subnautica Below Zero did an admirable job. Yeah, I am so excited to talk to you about lore tomorrow. It's gonna be very fun. I'm looking forward to it. There's still so much to see. But it's very hard to recapture the magic of a game when it's already done so well. Yeah, that, honestly, when it came to fighting the sun, I think Kaz did very well. I think you definitely did better than me. I feel like you beat the Radiants a lot faster than I did. I can't remember, it's been so long and I played it so much that I'm much better at the game than I was at the start. But I feel like you beat the Radiants way quicker than I did. He beat the Hollow Knight first try. He just didn't do the Dream Nail thing, so he got the other ending where Hornet gets sealed in the Black Egg first. Nope, still haven't beaten the Pantheon, and they haven't been to the boss rush stuff yet, but I've been talking about it a lot. I have not even gotten to the end, so I haven't even unlocked the Absolute Radiance yet, at all. Fighting the sun made me feel like the Knight. Hell yeah. I mean, you were the Knight. You were the Hollow Knight. Well, no, you weren't. You are a Hollow Knight. There's a lot to talk about. Oh, man. But yeah, Subnautica Below Zero. If I had to give it like an actual rating, which I normally don't do, I'd say maybe an 7 out of 10, maybe. Yeah, Grim. Grim's tomorrow too, yeah. I would give this game, yeah, I think a solid 7 out of 10. I think it's very good. It does a lot of things right, but there's a lot of things that it just can't do better than the first. And it still has the issue of them not including multiplayer, because there's really no excuse for that at all at this point. It's just outright, like, refusal to, like, follow up on a promise that you made, and that's just unacceptable. Other than that, the game's got some bugs, and there's some polish that the game should still have, especially as a sequel, and having learned their lessons after making the first one. Oh, would you give it a lower score then? What, like a 6? Maybe? Yeah, I'd say it's a lovely game to play, but I would probably recommend the first one over this one, just because the first one was so much more fun in terms of like things to find and things to learn, and the world was a lot bigger. The scope of things felt a lot bigger. Yeah, this one was a lot more linear. Yeah, I feel like the first one gives you a lot more options. There's many more ways to go about stuff, and a lot of it is just figure it out for yourself. you'll occasionally get like a PDA message that'll be like, detected strange formations, blah blah blah, deep below this area. It won't tell you to go places. You'll get like various radio distress calls that can lead you to places, but they don't exactly tell you what to do. They don't tell you to do things. There's really only like three actually, major story, air quotes, events, and they're scripted. They happen after a certain period of time, and it's up to you whether or not you even go after them. Like, the story, like, progresses as a result of your action, and it takes a lot longer. The world also gets a lot deeper. This world, the max depth was like, what, 1,100 Mystic? The deepest you can go at Subnautica 1 is 3,500 meters, I think? Very deep. I will say, though, if there's one thing that they did very well, and that they've always been good at, it's a banger, well, I can't even talk, a banger creature design. Like, the first game had awesome sea life, this game has awesome sea life. I will say, 100% favorite monster, fucking ice worm. Ice worms are the coolest. Shadow Leviathans, they lose points because they pissed me off. I will say that area down below is a little bit too dangerous. I think it's like, considering how quickly they aggro on you and how fast they are, I don't think it's fair to make that area as confusing as it is. I don't think it's fair to a player that might be worried more about getting eaten than about where the hell my destination is, especially because it's not marked. It would be very easy to get caught by the Shadow Leviathan a bunch of times if you unlike me, you don't have a gamer card, and and then there goes your sea truck, and there goes your life, and that's more time making another one. There's hazards like that in the first game, but the first game also had the Cyclops, and that thing could take a beating. You had to really try in order to sink your Cyclops. The sea truck in this game is made of tissue paper. And especially with the modular nature of it, kind of like becomes a detriment if it slows you down and can't fit through the gaps that the game expects you to take it through for the later, like, late game content, you know? But yeah, creature design, writing, 10 out of 10, every time. Really, really love the humor of these games. There's a lot of black comedy with, like, the dark, dystopian, sort of, like, capitalistic society that Altera is, and, like, the world at large in this game is, like, the trans governments and stuff. And then there's, like, the creatures. The creature design and, like, the sound design and the music. All of that is on point. But it's, like, the technical... Yeah, loud slam is like slam into the ceiling of a spaceship. Yeah, there's a lot of the issues this game has is a result of the size of the game and technical problems that are returning from the first game. They fixed the pop-in. That's the biggest issue they fixed. And I will say, Kaz, if you end up playing Subnautica 1, don't let the pop-in ruin it. That is one thing that I will give the devs a pass on. The first game... There's a lot of issues with the terrain taking forever to pop in to the point where you notice it, like, generating in front of you, and that was a result of, early in development, they had plans to include a tool called the Terraformer, and that required that the environment be sort of, like, coded and created in a very specific way, but as development went on, they realized that the Terraformer was not viable. It was poor on the game's performance, and it was not going to work for the game that they were making. But because they had already done so much work on the terrain, there was no way to actually fix that pop-in problem without basically doubling development time, and people had already been waiting a very long time for the game to be finished. So, and it also was very buggy. Just like the Terraformer being able to interact and dig up sand and dig holes in the ground, it was very buggy, and they just couldn't implement it. So as a result, the game does have a little bit of an issue with the visual element of environmental pop-in, but I don't think that actually has too bad of an impact on the game overall. I think everything that's done right outweighs the problems it has. Mainly my issue with the first game is that it's been out long enough that they should have patched most of the big bugs aside from that at this stage. The prawn suit still gets caught in the ground in certain places of the game, and that can result in your prawn suit clipping through the floor and disappearing from the world. And that is a huge bug that they should have fixed, or found a workaround for. At the very least, if they can't fix the environment clipping issue, then they should have a thing where instead of the prawn suit being destroyed, if you fall a certain distance away from the world, the prawn suit gets teleported to the origin point, so like the spawn. Because the game does that if you go too deep off the edge of the map's borders. They should have had, at the very least, workarounds for bugs that would have otherwise been extremely detrimental on the player's experience. I am fortunate that the most issue I ever had with that was the prawn suit getting stuck on stuff and just refusing to move. The worst issues it ever had was on ramps. Don't know why, but it would always get its feet stuck on ramps. But most of the bugs I can forgive. But it's just that at this point, they really should have fixed most of them by now. They had a Kickstarter. Like, the game's been out for like 3 years at this point, and they worked on a new game after that. I feel like a lot of these bugs should not still exist. Subnautica, both Subnautica games are surprisingly quite buggy. I don't know. I think I'm probably trying to play devil's advocate for the first one, because the first one actually means a lot to me. It was very inspirational, and the story really got me. It was very emotional, and I really like what they did with the story. But, the bugs really should have been fixed. Unknown Worlds. Come on, guys. Ugh. I have to give this game a little bit of slack, though. It did just come out. They might have... I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. Mystic feels like you've been more involved in the development of Below Zero than me. I just kind of didn't touch it until it was ready to play. I played the beta, like, ages ago. And then I just left it alone. So, maybe they did rush it. That seems to be what most games suffer from if they have quality of life problems or bugs. It's just they... Ah, so maybe it was a mixture then, Mystic. It was like they realized that the first story they didn't like, and reworking it, and in reworking it, they ate into a lot of their development time. Maybe. Yeah, and I'm not gonna blame everyone, and like I'm not gonna say like, oh, the guys that actually worked on the game are like, how dare you let this game be buggy? I think like the people higher up in the chain that had like made all the big decisions definitely should have made better choices, especially with the multiplayer. I'm just gonna keep bringing that up. I'm just gonna keep hammering the multiplayer thing home because that's still very unacceptable. But 7 out of 10. Because of and that extra point is just because of the teleporter. Even though I basically used it twice, and both times, like, yeah, but, like, the teleporter in the sea truck gives it an extra point, because I think the sea truck is a very cool idea for a submersible, but I think it does not replace the Cyclops. The Cyclops still reigns supreme! Oh, so you used to play as Sam. I guess that makes sense. So they changed your perspective. So instead of you playing as Sam and doing the things that she did in that we are learning about, you play as her sister after it had all happened. Huh. But yeah, I'm done rambling. I think I pretty much talked in circles enough at this point about the game. 7 out of 10. Would definitely recommend the first game over the second one. But if you like the first game and you want more Subnautica, I mean, you get more Subnautica here. Can't say that you don't. You know what? No, I take it back. 6 out of 10. Final decision, because the Marguerite plot hole is one I cannot let go. As a writer, as a dungeon master, as someone who's very fond of stories and a very passionate storyteller, that is a plot hole that I cannot let slide. There's a lot of plot holes and sort of stuff that you can sort of like fudge in games to like get the narrative going, and that's fine. But that one, the Carabacterium is what all the big stakes shit that happens in both of these games surrounds that shit. And she should not be alive. The fact that they didn't even address it, sort of like, oh, don't think about it and they won't worry. No one will ask any questions. Just pretend it doesn't happen. Don't point it out. That's unacceptable, in my opinion. There should have been a reason. And there was none. 6 out of 10. Well, I'm actually kind of surprised we finished the game today. I'm thinking tomorrow I won't be streaming because I will actually... Hello, Kaz. I will be guesting on Kaz's stream while he works on the bonus content of Hollow Knight. He's going to be doing the Grim Troop DLC, God Seekers, and poking around the world for some extraneous bits of lore while we talk about the actual game's lore properly. But on Tuesday we're going to come back with Outer Wilds, which I've heard a lot of good things. It's sort of a it's like a first-person Metroidvania. And I think like the pitch was, you have 22 minutes before the universe ends. And then you get, so it's got a Majora's Mask style time rewinding element that I'm told about. There's like a time reset, and I love Majora's Mask. It's my favorite Zelda game. And it sounds so cool, and I've been putting it off for ages, and I think it's about time I freaking played the damn thing. So, ooh. Well, maybe you should play it. Like, Dan, I keep playing all the games that, like, people are like, I need to play it. I don't want to be spoiled. But, if not Outer Wilds, we'll have to see. I might take a break from the longer form games and just play some, because I've been meaning to play some more Enter the Gungeon and The Binding of Isaac. And those are they're like bite-sized things that I can do a little bit. Oh no, I'm still going to play it. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to do that right away now that I'm thinking about it. Because Enter the Gungeon was, last time I was streaming a lot, was a pretty popular stream that people like to watch. And I might bring it back and play it occasionally just to, like, you know, bring some variety to the table instead of playing the same game every day. Because that might get tiring, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what people look for when they watch streams, because I don't watch streams. But yeah. If not Outer Wilds, Enter the Gungeon. But it's probably going to be Outer Wilds, just because now that I've reminded myself of the story, of like the basic premise, it's like, I need a game with that time rewind mechanic. Majora's Mask was great. All the people who say it was bad because of the backtracking are wrong and stupid. Majora's Mask is one of the only Zelda games I've ever 100% completed. But yeah. You have a lovely night, Mystic. Thank you for lurking, Kaz. I really appreciate you popping in and just, like, watching. Just because you don't need to be active in chat. I actually need to, like... That's perfectly fine. Hopefully it wasn't too grumpy earlier. I think it's good that I get to wrap up early. I get to give myself a little bit more time to get ready for bed. With that being said, see you guys on Tuesday. Or I'll see you tomorrow, Kaz. Mystic, you should come by. You should. But, yeah. Thank you guys for coming. I will. Bye.